This should come in handy.
No sign of explosives or poison. Already scanned for that in the cave.
Well, would you look at that? Micropulse waveform. And the sound it's giving off.
A signal, maybe? I couldn't decipher it. I was hoping you could help with that.
I'll see what I can do. Shouldn't take long.
What in the...
It's not one of mine.
Think fast. Hi, Dad.
Tiffany?
Hey, Bruce.
My God, Tiffany.
It's been a while.
Sneaking out of orientation your first day?
I just wanted to say hi to my new boss. I got you a present. A micro-drone prototype I developed in my spare time. High-end AV, stealth black shell, programmable for autonomous observation. Small, quiet, and super smart. Just like its designer. Not bad, huh? You always had a thing for toys. So hard to know what to get a man who has everything.
I love it. Thanks, Tiffany.
Well, I guess it's not bad.
Not bad. See what I had to deal with growing up? Huh. There's something different about you.
There is?
And I don't just mean what happened to your ear. I can't quite put my finger on it. But you look...
Well, please just don't say old.
Well, now that you mention it.
Hey, play nice. Bruce has had a rough year.
Interesting.
Don't.
Too late, already touching.
Just be careful.
What a strange thing. The circuitry design. It's elaborate and unorthodox. Almost intentionally so. Like whoever put it together was kind of showing off. Huh. Micro pulse waves? It's just weird. Seriously, what is this thing? I've never seen anything like it. It's like whoever made it.
Something your dad has been working on. Lucius, care to explain?
Oh, it's nothing. Just an old piece of tech that found its way into my lab.
But what does it do?
That's what we're trying to work out.
You guys are lucky I'm here to help.
Help with...
Figure this freakish thing out.
Tiffany did graduate first in her class at Cornell in molecular engineering.
Let me take a crack at it. I can help you get to the bottom of this. Figure out what it does.
All right, if you think you can help, then be my guest.
Oh, I know I can help. I just gotta let him know that I won't be finishing up orientation.
No problem.
Oh, I was planning on swinging by the manor after work to see Alfred. I heard he wasn't doing so well. That he was having some issues with his health?
He would love that.
I hope he isn't still angered with me and Luke about that incident with the china.
Well, you know Al. No one messes with his dinnerware.
Catch you guys later.
Welcome aboard, Tiffany.
Thanks, boss.
All right, then. Time to crack this puzzle. I never told her, you know. Told her what I really do at Wayne Enterprises. What, we do. If you're willing to pull her into this Riddler project, why not consider bringing her into the fold? Into the mission? We're going to need help if we're going to be dealing with the likes of Riddler.
Well, if she's anything like you...
She's better than me.
Okay, then let's give her a shot.
Great. I'll start thinking about how we can broach the subject with her. In the meantime, Riddler's puzzle will be a fine start.
Well, shall we go down to the lab?
Actually, the equipment we need is down in my office. We'll get this taken care of in no time.
Mr. Wayne.
Yes?
I'm Special Agent Avesta. This is my partner, Special Agent Blake.
Well, I guess I'll see you in a bit. I'll be down at my office.
Keep me in the loop about that, thing.
Will do.
Sorry for the unannounced visit. We're with the agency's behavioral analysis unit. We just came by to ask a few questions.
Please, come in. Make yourselves at home. Can I get my assistant to get you anything? Coffee, water, donuts?
Don't worry, this won't take long. This office, it really represents you.
Well, I'd like to think so.
Is this you?
Yeah.
How old?
I don't know, 7, 8, maybe?
So happy. After everything you've been through, I don't know how you still do it.
Do what, exactly?
It wasn't long ago when you were the most hated man in Gotham, yet you still give so much back to the city. Why do you continue to help Gotham? Most people wouldn't be so charitable after that.
My father did a lot of damage to a lot of people. I'm just trying to make things right.
Thomas Wayne did cast a long, dark shadow. It must be difficult to get out from under it.
What is it you want?
The agency recently brought me in to draft a psychological portrait of the Riddler. We've been tracking him for months, but haven't been able to find him.
Anything I can help with?
See, I told you he'd be cooperative. Agent Blake thought you'd be cagey, defensive, based on your history. Guess he was wrong.
My history?
A lot of things happened to you last year, and not all of them were good. You put yourself at risk when you helped bring in your friend Harvey Dent. He was a violent psychotic at the time, almost destroyed the city. Come to think of it, you've been associated with quite a few psychopaths over the years.
I wouldn't go that far.
I would. The criminally insane, they seem drawn to you. Either that, or you're often in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yes, having money and fame makes you an easy target. I've had my fair share of crazies knocking on my door.
Like this guy. I think you'd know him as John Doe.
We understand that it was during your stay in Arkham where you and John met and became friends. From the sound of it, you two were close.
Yeah, we were friendly. He showed me around Arkham.
Is that right? According to hospital records, you and John were involved in a riot.
They captured the whole incident on video.
John cut another inmate, a man named Victor Zsasz. Then you jumped into the fray. Several people were hurt.
I was trying to break up a fight.
I don't blame you. You must have been scared. John was discharged from Arkham months ago. No one has seen or heard from him since. I was thinking maybe you have.
Why would you think that?
He listed you as his emergency contact. Sounds like you two were pretty close to me.
I did.
It's obvious. You're important to him.
Well, I haven't seen or heard from him, so... Did he do something wrong?
He's a person of interest. You see, we've got a wall in the office with a bunch of photos pinned to it. Two-Face, Penguin, Lady Arkham, you know, Gotham's most notorious. They've got all these little strings connecting them to one another, like a web. And you, my friend, are at the center. You keep pretty strange company for someone who wants everyone to think they're such a stand-up guy.
I'm sorry, are you accusing me of something?
Should we be?
You know more than you're letting on, Mr. Wayne. Maybe you're afraid. Maybe you don't trust us. Or maybe you're a criminal, like your father. Maybe you're not the hero people think you are.
That's an evacuation warning. It's time for you to leave.
We'll pick this up another time.
You don't have to worry, Lucius. Tiffany, I'm gonna take care of your family. As if they were my own.
Just like Lucius took care of you. Lucius helped raise you, Bruce. It was family. Riddler's attack on the casino was one thing. But this is personal. We can't let him get away with it. Riddler struck at the heart of our operations and tore a family apart in the process.
Don't worry, Al. I will find him and bring him to justice. He will spend the rest of his life behind bars.
I'm glad to see your sense of duty still reigns supreme. Of course, it won't bring poor Lucius back. I can't imagine how devastated she must be. To lose her father in such a violent way.
I should go talk to her.
Yes, she can use all the support she can get.
Hey, Tiffany.
I still can't believe he's gone. None of this feels real.
Tiffany, I know what you're going through. I remember what it was like when I lost my parents. That, sudden emptiness. There's no feeling like it in the world.
I don't think it'll ever go away.
It certainly didn't for me.
He loved working for you, you know? They hardly saw him at home because of it. Mom used to complain my little brother was growing up without a dad. Now I guess it's true. He was so busy. I can't remember the last time I got to hang out with him. Just father and daughter. Just thought there'd be more time.
I asked a lot of him. Maybe too much.
And he gave it all, didn't he? A real company man. Well, I hope it was worth it.
Tiffany.
I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't blame you.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Just let it out.
I'm just trying to wrap my head around it all. I saw his remains, Bruce. There was hardly anything left. What were you guys working on that could have caused that? It doesn't quite add up.
Tiffany, I will tell you soon. Just not here.
What do you mean? Why not?
It's not the right time.
Odd, Bruce. What are you mixed up in? Fine. Just tell me one thing. That weird disc. Was that what killed him? Did you put my father's life at risk for that? I'm begging you. Just tell me that one thing.
I thought it was safe, Tiffany. I really did. I had no idea Lucius could get hurt. Please forgive me.
Forgive you? I hope you can forgive yourself. Whatever you got my father into, I will find out. And I will shout it to the world.
sorry, really. It's such a shame. At least he went out with a bang, right? Yeah, for that, we can all be grateful.
You knew my father.
Well,
Hey, how about giving Tiffany some space? Huh?
Bruce! Buddy! It's good to see you.
Come on, man. She's been through a lot.
You're absolutely right. Enjoy the rest of your day. Look, I know it's a closed casket, but I can see by the jeans, your friend was a looker, huh?
Why are you here, John?
I told you I'd see you again, didn't I? You and me, we're two threads in the same stitch. Look, I got you a little something, just to mark the occasion. I knew you'd be hurting, see? I thought it might make you feel better.
You do realize you don't give these at funerals, right?
Of course you don't.
It's okay. It's okay. Just keep it down.
Gotta be quiet as church mice, right? It hasn't been easy for me out here, you know? I'm the new guy now. It's the freedom that gets to you. There's so damn much you hardly know what to do with it. It's not like Arkham. Sometimes I miss those padded walls. You knew where the lines were drawn. Which ones not to cross.
It's the best place for you. I'm sure they take you back.
Oh no, Bruce. Didn't you know? I'm cured. Dr. Leland said so herself. Cross my heart. Off the meds and everything.
If everyone could please take their seats, we will begin.
Would you?
Just sit down.
Today we gather to honor the memory of Lucius Fox. He was a friend, a father, a husband, a leader.
You are crashing my friend's funeral, John. You better have a good reason.
Oh, I do. I need that, favor you owe me. For settling the score with Zaz, and, you know, getting you out of Arkham. You're gonna do right by me, aren't you? I know you're a man of your word.
I gave you my word, didn't I? I'll stand by it.
I knew the moment we met. Friends for life.
To be exactly who you needed at so many points in your lives. And now,
You see, I met some inspiring people out here. Made some new friends. Made a kind of pact. They're amazing, Bruce. That special breed who live by their own rules. They remind me of you. Of your father.
So who are they?
You'll find out when you meet them. They're looking to bring someone like you into the fold.
you are the best part of Lucius.
Maybe you will meet them for me, won't you? Please? I've got a lot writing on this. I already told them you would. Please don't let me down.
Not a chance, John. I don't know what you're mixed up in, but I am not getting involved.
Disappointing. You know, I spoke so highly of you. I told them you'd fit right in. It just makes me want, I don't know, lash out. Shh. 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 We're here to mourn. Please, useless me again. You'll be mourning the loss of your teeth.
Just tell him you're sorry and let it go. He's very sorry. We both are.
I am. I'm sorry. You should be allowed to enjoy the funeral in peace. Sorry, Bruce, that outburst, it's antisocial, I know. Dr. Leland says I have a hard time handling rejection. I think it's the stress. You see, I've got this enemy. Real piece of work. Calls himself the Riddler.
How do you know the Riddler?
Know him? I want to rip his eyeballs out. He's a thief and a killer, and worst of all, he's rude. I tried to let the authorities know the kind of lowlife they're dealing with, but... Wait a minute, you know him too. Of course, a man of Bruce Wayne's caliber knows everyone, so I shouldn't be surprised.
Just from the news. The guy's clearly a murderer, sick in the head.
Don't know the half of it. If I had my way, that smarmy know-it-all would never leave his hole.
His hole? You know where he is.
No, not exactly, no. Maybe I said too much.
I'm your friend, John. You can trust me.
Trust is the mainstay of any healthy relationship. I want that for us, Bruce. I really do. Yeah, I really don't know much. I heard the egomaniac always made people go to him for meetings. Somewhere in the East End.
Where in the East End?
Honestly, that's all I know. And even that might be out of date. If you're so eager to find him, why don't you let me help you? I'll find out where he is and get back to you. See if I can't find out where that jerk puts his head down. It'd be just like the old days.
I would appreciate that, John.
That's what friends are for, Bruce. Just meet mine later, like I asked. Look, I think I outstayed my welcome here. I'm just gonna slip away. Excuse me. Sorry. It's been so nice catching up, Bruce. I miss this trust between us.
Me too, John.
Be in touch. Goodbye, Bruce. Until next time.
Intriguing fellow. Certainly not one for decorum. I don't think that outburst went unnoticed.
Whatever you say about John, he gave me a lead on Riddler's location. Inform Gordon. Tell him to drag up GCPD records on Gotham's East End. And tell him we're on Riddler's trail. Enjoying the view.
Yeah, hard to do these days. There's one thing for the bad parts of town to get uglier. But when places like Wayne Towers start falling apart, makes you wonder what's next. I'll bet Bruce Wayne is wondering the same thing. Seems like the world's got it out for that guy. Spends some time in Arkham, gets drugged through the dirt by the media for something he didn't do.
Wayne has a talent for finding himself in the crosshairs.
You can say that again. You said you had a lead on Riddler.
Hiding somewhere in the East End.
Why am I not surprised? East End's been a no-man's land since Harvey Dent blew it up. I've tried to get more patrols out there, but City Hall's not giving up the funds. The area between 42nd and 48th, more or less lawless.
That narrows down the search at least. The land at the end of 44th was recently purchased anonymously.
Well, the only thing there is an old water tower. Something feels fishy about that. My gut tells me that's the place.
Agreed.
Nice work, Batman. If this lead pans out, Waller will have to eat her words. Whatever you said to her at the casino really got up her nose. I have to tell you, I got a bad feeling about her.
How so?
It's the way she goes after criminals. She's ruthless. Puts her people at risk. And believe me, she doesn't let due process get in her way. She'll stop at nothing, and I mean nothing, to get her man.
As far as law enforcement goes, Jim, you are the best of it. I don't know many cops with as much heart as you.
I appreciate you saying that. Waller, she doesn't see that as a strength. I was ordered to give her updates on breaks in the Riddler case. If there's a chance he's there, we should probably let her know. Don't want to give her ammunition with the governor.
Notify Waller. She's proven useful so far.
Just be careful around her, huh? She moved her people into my downtown precinct without so much as a please or thank you. I tell you, Batman, she keeps on chipping away at my authority, I'm gonna crack.
Then let's find Riddler before it comes to that.
I'll have my people call her people on the way. Riddler won't feel so clever after we come knocking.
No one's home.
I told Waller about our lead on this place. She's caught up in briefings, can't get here for a while. She said she appreciates the cooperation. Not exactly cozy, is it?
Let's see what we can learn. Someone's keeping a scrapbook.
Thane, isn't he?
See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil.
Damn it! It's stuck!
No way to open it from the inside.
Then how do we get out?
We go in.
After you. Give me a good, honest crack house any day. Oh, God.
Special Agent Mario Fernandez.
Holy crap. He's one of Waller's.
One of his pupils is fully dilated, the other's contracted. A clear sign of brain trauma.
Huh. There's no sign of a blow to the head.
The man bit his tongue clean through.
He must have suffered a shock, or a sudden jolt. There's some hemorrhaging from the ears.
His eardrums must have burst. He's missing parts of his fingers on the right hand.
We saw this before. The victim in the casino.
One shoe is missing.
The soul of the other one's almost completely melted through.
He was trying to call for help. The phone isn't getting a signal.
Damn it. Me either. That's a hell of an invitation.
Riddler's playing games.
Bet he tried to play along.
We can learn from his mistakes. Let's find out what he did wrong. Masks. Each one missing a different facial feature.
The senses. They're missing their senses.
Like the monkey statues.
You're right. There must be a connection.
There are bleeds inside.
And a lot of blood. Huh. We know Riddler likes penalizing his victims for wrong answers.
Safes with electronic locks. Shut tight.
These must be the goal of whatever game we're playing.
Scratches on the monitor. The polarizing filter has been tampered with.
Like in sunglasses.
Monitors typically have a polarizing filter to reduce reflection.
I don't see anything.
Impossible to see with the naked eye. We're going to have to look at it through a polarized lens. Can't see how those monitors are connected to this safe. One shoe, melted.
Must belong to poor Cinderella over there.
More monkey statues.
I'm starting to sense a theme here. That's an agency-issue pistol. Packs a hell of a jolt.
I saw it take down Riddler's goons at the casino. It was impressive.
Gotta give it to Waller. Her people have great tech.
Take a look at this.
Huh. Well, that's the same kind of body cam the GCPD issues its officers.
Maybe there's a clue on the recording.
Can't hurt to look.
Because you've been so candid with me, I'm giving you a chance your other comrades won't get. A chance at getting out of this alive.
We'll catch you. The agency, they'll find...
I shouldn't have to remind you that you've been chasing me for years. And I've always been 2 steps ahead. If you win the game, I'll let you go free. And you'll get a consolation prize. An exclusive sneak peek into how I'm going to kill all of your colleagues. Now, how is that for motivation?
Screw you!
He had the agent bound while he beat him. Another one of Riddler's sick contraptions.
Some kind of murder box, I guess. Well, he was always a wacko, but this takes it to a new level.
It's still warm. There must be some kind of heating element underneath.
This thing is built like an oven. You could be cooked alive in there.
Won't budge. Must be locked in place. Turn me round, but not the right way, and you might live to see another day.
What does it mean?
The glass. It's polarized.
So it is.
The floor of the box heated up while the agent was inside. He tried standing on one foot to save the other, causing that shoe to catch on fire. When he exited the box, he tried to put the fire out, but couldn't. So he threw off his shoe. If this door were closed, the portal would be looking right at those monitors. Since the monitors have been tampered with, it's likely there's a message on it. One that can only be seen with a polarized lens.
You won't know until you're inside the box, though. Hey, I got a hunch. Come here. No matter how careful Riddler is, chances are good he hasn't scrubbed his own computer.
Good call. It's worth checking out.
I recognize some of the names on this list. They're all Waller's people. Names, addresses, phone numbers. We have to warn her.
First, we have to get out of here.
What does it say?
Riddler's not working alone.
Just wonderful. More psychos to worry about.
He and his colleagues, they don't see eye to eye. Apparently, they don't like his beef with me.
Hey, maybe we'll get lucky. They'll kill each other.
He sold technology to Riddler.
Talk about strange bedfellows. You know, Waller's been keeping pretty tight tabs on Maury for a while now. She must have known.
The agent must have been looking for the answer in one of these safes.
He chose the wrong one. Cost him his fingers. You got a VR in that cowl or something?
Something like that. I've got all the pieces of Riddler's puzzle. Now I need to know what order they happened in. The agent woke up here where his body cam fell off. Once he found he couldn't call for help, he saw the message on the monitors and willingly put himself inside the murder box. The agent's shoe caught fire inside the murder box, so he opened it in a panic. As soon as he was out of the box, he ripped off the burning shoe and threw it. Somewhere in the confusion, he must have missed something crucial. From where he lost a shoe, the agent beelined for the wall of safes. He opened one, but chose poorly. The blade sliced off his fingers. And there he met his end. Though it's still unclear how and when his eardrums could have burst. The agent made a number of mistakes. Mistakes we can avoid. The heat inside the box forced him to run out before he could...
Before he could get Riddler's next clue. Poor bastard couldn't withstand the heat.
The Batsuit's armor is heat resistant. It'll buy me more time to find Riddler's next clue. Getting inside the box and starting the game is the only way we're getting out of here.
This is insane. You know that, right? The last man who went in there is dead.
Any mistake could be my last. I won't be able to do this without you, Joe.
Wow, when you put it like that, let's win this game. Heat's rising, Batman. Stop! Wrong way! That's what that agent did. You gotta crisp up real good, you don't get a move on. Not kidding, Batman.
Almost make out a message. One won't see trouble and one tells no lies. Ask the third if he hides the prize.
The monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. But which one is he referring to?
Whichever one it is, the correct safe will have a face with those senses removed.
Yeah, I'll check. Ah, damn it. They're still locked shut.
They should unlock when I open this door.
What the hell?
Congratulations! You're almost done. That is, if you can withstand my short-range ultrasonic device. Let's test it out, shall we?
The riddle! Use it to open the safe! I'll put a stop to this damn noise!
Just in case.
Damn. Now, for the love of God, whatever's in that safe better be worth all this pain.
It's a homing missile.
What does it home in on?
Looking at its schematics now. A signal. A radio signal. A signal. That's how he died.
How who died?
That's how they'll all die.
Riddler.
Maury sold me missiles for all of my enemies. Everyone on my list gets one. Most won't even know what's coming. For a brief second, their dull existences will light up.
Why are you doing this, Riddler? Haven't you killed enough?
I have a lot of enemies, Batman. While they're still breathing, I still have work to do. I'm trying to get a handle on you, Batman. Partnering with Gordon is one thing. From what I remember of the old days, he's harmless enough.
Yeah, we'll see about that when you're in cuffs.
But the agency, they're a natural enemy to people like you and me. You must be desperate if you're making friends with them. You must be really up against the ropes to want that government scum in your corner.
Stopping you is all I care about. I'll do whatever it takes.
We'll see. Just know that there's a cost to doing business. The agency uses people, Batman. Corrupts them, breaks their minds. I wasn't always like this. The agency made me.
Oh, this is garbage. Yeah, Waller's a hard-ass, sure, but she had nothing to do with why he's so messed up.
I didn't say Waller, did I? This goes way before her time. But I don't forget. That's the thing about having a mind like mine.
Whatever happened to you, it doesn't let you off the hook. You're still responsible for all the pain you've caused.
You think I'm asking for mercy? I was running things in Gotham before you could walk. I just wanted to see if the man who claims he fights for justice is really as good as he believes. But then, you already answered that for me, didn't you? When you offloaded my puzzle on your friend. Why don't you tell Gordon here what happened to Lucius Fox? Watch out, Commissioner. For all his preaching, Batman knows when to sacrifice a pawn to win the game. It was a smart move. Getting out of the way of the blast.
I would never give up an innocent life. Not even to save my own.
That's not what it looks like from here. Gordon doesn't know what to make of any of it. Trust is hard-earned, yet easily lost. Isn't it, Commissioner? Come on now. Don't get your tights in a twist. I knew you weren't sharp enough to do it on purpose. There's no room at the top for schoolboys who are too squeamish to fight in the gutter. You don't have what it takes to be a player in this town. Not without giving up those values you hold so dear. Game on!
I'll wait for Waller and pass on what we found.
She won't be happy when she finds out Riddler knows about every agency operative in Gotham.
I don't blame her. If they were my cops, no one would be sleeping till we found this Riddler guy.
Just keep your eyes open, Jim. In the meantime, I'll stay on Riddler's tail.
Hey, hold up a sec. What Riddler said in there about the agency, smoke and mirrors, you ask me. But the thing about Lucius Fox and the blast at Wayne Tower, you gotta level with me. You got some connection with that Wayne Tech guy you didn't tell me about?
Lucius Fox was an ally of mine. That got him killed.
I gotta say, the fact I had to learn about it from Riddler instead of you, it doesn't sit right with me at all. I thought we had some trust, you and I. What do you expect me to do with this? Am I just supposed to sit on my hands? Pretend I never heard any of it?
Whatever you do, this has to stay between us.
Oh, does it? Because I, what, just happened to stumble into it? I mean, I wasn't born yesterday. I know you probably have a network of civilians working for you. You can't do the kinds of things you do without a gigantic support system. If you really think it's important this stays between us, then I won't say a word. Batman. I'm sorry for your loss.
I heard your discussion with Commissioner Gordon. Now he knows that Lucius Fox and the Batman were allies. Gordon's dangerously close to figuring out who you are. If he does find out, I have no idea how he'll react. It's not a chance you can afford to take.
He looked me straight in the eye, Alfred. He's been our friend a long time. He deserves to know.
I understand that, Bruce, but he's still too close for comfort. I'm sorry, but he is. You were radio silent for so long. Tell me, did you find out how Lucius died?
This is a missile I found in Riddler's workshop. The explosion at Wayne Tower. We were thinking about it all wrong. The puzzle wasn't an explosive. It was an emitter. When it was solved, it emitted a signal. You heard it earlier. If allowed to play too long, it becomes a launch signal.
Dear God! You did solve the box. We just didn't know it.
The Batcave scrambler blocked the signal.
Poor Lucius. Wayne Tower offered no such protections. Our tight little family has gotten smaller because of it. It was the three of us looking out for each other.
I still have you. And we still have each other.
I won't always be here, Bruce. I'm sorry. Losing Lucius in such gruesome fashion, it puts me in rather a morbid mood. The list of agency operatives from Riddler's workshop. He plans to do the same thing to them.
It's a hit list. It's only useful if he has a way to target the agents, though. And I doubt he's sending them all puzzle boxes. Hold on, let's just walk through it. He's hacked their cell phones. He could pinpoint the location of any one of these operatives. And he can broadcast his signal through their phone to make them a target of a missile strike.
Can you block it?
If I can get a clean copy of the signal, yes. It's the only way I can get a clean version of the signal. It's pretty grim, Alfred. You don't have to watch.
I can handle it. I've never been one to shy away from duty, however unpleasant it may be.
Of course you can. Let's get this over with.
Bruce, get my daughter out of the building. Get yourself out.
What are you talking? What did you figure out?
I've solved the Riddler's puzzle, Bruce.
He knew he was going to die. Can you switch to audio only, please?
Tell Tiffany that I love her. That I'm sorry I wasn't around more.
Lucius?
We really made a difference, didn't we? That man?
I shouldn't have watched this. I'll go get that tea, Master Bruce.
All right. Now I just need to create a filter to get a clean version of the signal. And then match up the points found in both sound files.
Dwayne? Batman? Tiffany? Batman?
No, that's not it. The two sounds have to be the same.
Batman? Enterprises.
These samples don't sound alike. Now the sounds have to match for this to work.
Bruce? Tiffany?
No match. I have to highlight the same sound in both files.
Riddler.
Enterprises.
Gotta keep trying. The two sounds have to be the same.
Dwayne. Batman?
No. Now the sounds have to match for this to work.
Tiffany. Bruce.
Nope. I have to highlight the same sound in both files.
Bruce. Tiffany.
These samples don't sound alike. The two sounds have to be the same.
Enterprises.
Riddler.
No match. Now the sounds have to match for this to work.
Bruce. Riddler. The Sable. The Sable. The Sable.
Enterprises.
No, that's not it. I have to highlight the same sound in both files.
The Sable.
Tower.
I need to keep looking. The two sounds have to be the same.
The Sable.
Dwayne.
No, no connection there. Now the sounds have to match for this to work.
The Sable.
Tiffany.
No, that doesn't make sense. I have to highlight the same sound in both files.
The Sable.
Bruce.
These are definitely not the same. The two sounds have to be the same.
Batman? Dwayne.
No. Now the sounds have to match for this to work.
Batman? Tiffany.
Gotta keep trying. I have to highlight the same sound in both files.
Batman? Bruce.
No, that's not it. The two sounds have to be the same.
Batman? Tower.
Nope. Now the sounds have to match for this to work.
Batman? Enterprises.
These samples don't sound alike. I have to highlight the same sound in both files.
Tiffany. Dwayne.
These are definitely not the same. The two sounds have to be the same.
Tiffany. Tiffany.
That's a match.
Tiffany.
The Sable.
Dwayne.
Nope. Now the sounds have to match for this to work.
The Sable.
Bruce.
No, no connection there. I have to highlight the same sound in both files.
The Sable.
Tower.
No. The two sounds have to be the same.
The Sable.
Enterprises.
I need to keep looking. Now the sounds have to match for this to work.
Riddler.
Dwayne.
No, that's not it. I have to highlight the same sound in both files.
Riddler.
Bruce.
No, no connection there. The two sounds have to be the same.
Riddler.
Tower.
doesn't make sense. Now the sounds have to match for this to work.
Riddler Enterprises.
Gotta keep trying. I have to highlight the same sound in both files.
Bruce! Dwayne.
I still think I'm on the wrong track. The two sounds have to be the same.
Bruce! Bruce?
The waveforms match. There. I've piggybacked onto Riddler's cell phone hack. They'll recognize any incoming signal match and shut down, negating a launch. Makes sense for me to have the signal on me as well.
What for?
Riddler still has functioning missiles. Once he finds out I've blocked his targets, he may decide to launch indiscriminately. But with the signal, I might be able to divert them. Tiffany gave me this the day Lucius died. Let's put it to good work. It's not a theory I really want to test.
So we had better find Riddler first. There is always Riddler's second in command. Eli Nabel, arrested after his attack on the casino. None of the authorities have gotten anything out of him yet.
Unknown contact.
What is it?
That John guy from the funeral, from Arkham. Who actually sounds like he's keeping his word. Maury, huh? John thinks that Maury can get us Riddler's location.
Do you believe him?
Maybe we should go back to the beginning. Bring Roomy Maury up on the back computer. Either of them could potentially lead me to him.
The question is, which is more likely to help you?
Maury's a businessman. Given the right incentive, he could be persuaded to talk. He sure can't have any love for Riddler after his attempted murder at the casino.
I'd say he'd respond better to a more genteel approach. Peer-to-peer as Bruce Wayne. However, the agency is watching him. If Waller finds out that Bruce Wayne sought a parley with Maury, she'll not be best pleased. On the other hand, Riddler's lieutenant,
Eli Nabel, took a go at me in the casino. Put up quite a fight.
Cracking him will be tougher, more physical. Certainly a job for Batman. He's currently in Waller's custody in a GCPD holding cell. Interrogating Nabel there would be a visible endorsement of Waller's authority. Gordon won't like it.